a question from one of our viewers about how many foals a mare can have. So I'm just kind of hanging out here with Emmy. She's one of our maiden mares that is due in the end of May, so she has never had a foal before. As for how many foals a mare can have, that can vary greatly by your program and your availability to embryo transfer your mare. Now, one mare physically herself can only have one baby a year because their gestation is 11 months. But if you have the opportunity to flush embryos, a mare can technically have several foals a year, just not actually by herself. You put them in a recipient mare. Mares are considered sexually mature anywhere from 12 to 15 months, sometimes younger. 9 to 10 months is as early as they may come into their first heat. So in the wild, some mares might get pregnant, as young as a year old. We don't breed ours that young. We generally wait until they're 5 or 6 so that they would foal out at 6 or 7. And then you can breed them every year after that, as long as there's no complications, so they don't have a rough foaling. They get in full easily, so they don't have any issues with getting bred again. There's no infection in their uterus, anything like that. You can breed them back each year. And then as for how many foals or how long you can breed the mare, it kind of depends on her health. So some mares recover really easily from having foals. Other ones may struggle, especially as they get older, harder to keep weight on them. They might have a harder time foaling because they're not as strong or as fit as they used to be. So we kind of vary it mare per mare. Sometimes you pull them from the program when they're relatively young. Sometimes you can keep them in the program longer and they can have several foals throughout their lifetime. I think the most any of our mares have had is like around the 7 or 8 mark. And as long as they're continuously healthy, you make sure that their diets are balanced well, that they've got the right nutrition going in to keep their bodies happy, then they can continue to have foals throughout their whole lifetime. Just like people, their fertility starts to decline as they get older, so you might have a harder time getting her in foal after a certain age, or if they have any complications in one of their pregnancies or their foalings, that can cause a little bit of issue trying to get them back into foal. So hopefully that answers your question, and if you have any more, please feel free to send them to us, and we'll answer them as we can.